Hey, welcome to today's video. Whether you're new or you're returning, I am so happy to have you here. You are a blessing. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Let's get right to it. So as I'm sure you know by now, we are washing our hair today. Yes, man, we are washing our hair. The shampoo we're going to be using is the Shea Moisture Curl and Shine Coconut and Hibiscus shampoo. That's nothing new. I'm sure you probably already know about it. But of course, as I always do, I will do my best to find it. I'm sure you can get it anywhere though. I always see it even when I'm going to a clothing store like Ross. Like they'll have it, and probably for a much cheaper price. But I got mine from my local beauty supply store. But like I said, you could really find this stuff anywhere. But I'll still make sure I leave a link for those who are still interested so that you could still find it and order it online. But let's get to the meat and potatoes, y'all. So when it comes to washing my hair when I have synthetic hair in, my focus is not necessarily on the synthetic hair. I mean, after all, it's plastic. And so my main focus is really on my natural hair. Y'all know my signature style. Well, if you don't know, it's crochet braids. And so underneath the synthetic hair, I have braids. I have cornrows in. So what I'm doing is really making sure I scrub my scalp and really get my fingers in between those braids. Now, I know I'm not the only one that's guilty of this, y'all, and that is laying down my edges almost every day. I always put gel and edge control in my hair, on my edges, and I know that's not the healthiest thing. So when I do have my wash days, I really make sure that I'm cleaning my edges, scrubbing them really good, and make sure that all that buildup is being washed out of my hair. I typically do 2 rounds of shampoo in my natural hair. I then wash the synthetic hair, rinse it all out, and I call it a day. Okay, so we just washed our hair. It's looking crazy, yes, but it's washed. So now let's move on to the next step. Next, you want to make sure you moisturize your hair. I've said this in another one of my crochet videos, but I cannot stress that enough. A protective style is meant to protect your hair, so you want to make sure that it's moisturized underneath the protective style, even throughout having that protective style. That's something that I do slack with sometimes, but I'm trying to get better at that. And let me show y'all the products that I use to keep my hair moisturized with my protective hairstyle. So this right here is Jamaican black castor oil. It's the mango and lime kind. I just started using this stuff, and so I don't really know how well it's making my hair perform. I won't see that until I give it a little bit more of some time. But I've heard really great things about it, and that's what I've been using lately. So you want to just go ahead, dab some onto your fingers, and moisturize your scalp all throughout. Make sure you really get in there. And don't forget your edges. Always make sure you get those too. You don't want to leave those out, you know what I'm saying. Get them good, get them good. Yeah, you don't gotta drench your stuff, but I mean, make sure your scalp is, eating too, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you're feeding her too, she got to eat. Another product I've been using is this Shea Moisture leave-in conditioner. I've been using this because I rated this, or I scanned this into that Yuka app that I mentioned in my last vlog, and I'm gonna talk to you a little bit more about the app, but this rated almost close to a 100, and so I've been using this, and at first I was using Aussie hair care products to not only wash my hair but also to moisturize my hair. But I scanned Aussie products into that Yuka app, and I found out that those actually are not good for our hair. And I've been moisturizing and washing my hair, conditioning my hair with those products for the longest time ever. And so I'm trying to change up, I'm trying to do better, I'm trying to eat better, I'm trying to make sure I'm using products that are actually rating well. And so I've been trying to change up with what I'm using, and this is one of the things I've been using. So you want to just put some on your hand and go ahead and moisturize it into your scalp just like you did the black castor oil. Make sure you get it in there good. Get all up in those braids, girl. Yes. Don't miss no part out. Get in your nape area back there as well. If you gotta flip the hair over, do what you gotta do, but just make sure you are moisturizing your hair underneath. Okay? Yes, ma'am. now officially on the filling in section. For my girls who are not new to my videos, you already know you want to make sure that you get your crochet needle and your extra hair. Now, as I mentioned in a few of my other videos, it's always good to have extra hair. It's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. You feel me? Now, I'm not going to go into crazy detail about this process because I do have several other videos on how I do this, and I'm going to make sure I link those videos down below, or at least one of them. And so make sure if you want to see in detail and see me explain it, that you make sure that you click on that link. That video will give you full detail on how I go about this process. But as of right now, I want to just have a little chit chat with y'all, just talk about a little something. So I seen this little, it was like a little clip, I think it was on Facebook, of Adrienne by Loan or something like that. I know she's married to Israel Houghton, so I don't know if she kept her last name and then added Houghton onto, but she was on the Real, I believe that was the name of their old talk show, and she was pretty much saying like she would rather feel better or feel good compared to looking good, because she said that she feels like if you look good, it'll automatically make you feel good. And I used to think the opposite of her, but I'm sorry y'all, excuse the toilet. The toilet just, every time I want to record, it wants to start making these loud noises. Please forgive me on that. But anyway, yeah, she was saying like she'd rather look good, and like I used to be opposed to that idea, but I'm kind of starting to agree with that, because I noticed that like if my hair is not done, or if I'm not feeling like getting in the shower and I'm just not feeling like myself, I tend to feel more sad and like feel just out of whack. But I noticed as soon as I get my hair done, as soon as you get your nails done, as soon as you take that shower, you just feel so much better and you feel so much more like yourself. And so I feel like she might be onto something with that. I don't know if she came up with that. I can't remember if she was reading something and quoting it or whatever the case was, but I'm starting to understand what she means about that. And then another thing, I'm wondering if I should start taking night showers. And I just filmed a nighttime routine, so that, I don't know if that'll be up for this video. If not, stay tuned for it. It's coming. Okay, I kind of just did a 2-in-1 video. I recorded 2 videos at one time, and it's interesting. It's been interesting, but killing 2 birds with 1 stone, why not? Why not? So anyway, I was watching another YouTuber, I don't remember her name, but she was saying like she usually lays out her gym clothes or whatever she's gonna wear for the next day. She lays it out and she has it waiting like in plain sight. The next day, when the next day comes around, it's right there and it's waiting for her. It kind of eliminates her procrastinating and not feeling motivated to get whatever she has to get done. And I can relate to that, because I've noticed that when I kind of lay my outfit out for the next day and it's waiting for me, ready for me, everything is in order and structured, I'm a lot more likely to get things done and to feel motivated, compared to me waking up and knowing mentally that I have all these things to do and eventually ending up feeling overwhelmed and not getting any of it done. I noticed that it's more helpful when you have everything more structured. And so I'm also thinking about starting to write, have a physical planner and write things down on what I want to get done, like a to-do list. And then also, a digital one too. But I'm gonna see how that works, because I don't know, order. God is a God of order. He likes everything decent and in order. So, and if we were made in His image and likeness, it makes sense that we would like it too. That's the best way that we function and operate. So I'm gonna try that out and see how that goes. Okay, I love y'all. Okay, but when I talk to y'all, I be kind of getting distracted, and then I go slow and I forget what I'm supposed to really be doing, which is filling in my hair. So I did end up filling in my hair off camera, and as you can see, I went with the side part. At first I was gonna fill it in for the middle part, but I don't know, I just feel like for my face shape, it kind of just is more flattering to have a side part. But you can choose whatever you want, whatever fits best for you. And so now we're gonna go ahead and take our scissors and we're gonna cut off all the excess hair. Like as you can see, the hair that I filled in with is longer than, you know, the hair, because I did end up cutting his hair. It was originally longer, but I don't know what it is. I always end up cutting my crochet hair. Tell me if anybody else is like that, but I just always end up cutting it. So we just want to cut in a downward motion all that excess hair so that your hair could be even, or if you want to layer it, you know, just cut it to your liking, but do it in a downward motion, because I learned that if you just do it this way, it'll give you that straight cut look. And if you like that, that's, you know, that's cool, but usually I don't like that, you know, giving Dora the Explorer. That's not really what I'm going for, so yeah. Illustrious. Now girl, you know this ain't a Denisha hair tutorial if I don't lay my edges. So we're going to use this Mayeli edge gel. I got it from Amazon. Of course, I'm going to have that link down below. We got our Eco Styling Gel. You can find this anywhere. I think all the girlies know about Eco Styler at this point. I got mine from the beauty supply store. But again, I'll try to find somewhere where I can link that gel at as well.
It's not that I don't want you here. It's something about the way you stare into my eyes. I know that I don't make things clear. I fall for you every time I try to resist you. You can get away. Palm trees, beach views, ordinary day. All I wanna hear is in the dishes I replay. Sit right next to you. I try not to show how I feel about you. The feel is your way. But you don't really want to. I just wanna get away. Sit right next to you.
Alrighty, so this is the finishing product of our crochet hair maintenance. Okay, we filled our hair in, we washed it, we filled it in, we moisturized it, did a little bit of our edges. I didn't do too much because I'm about to go to bed. It's the nighttime, so I didn't need to slay them, but you know, I did a little swoop or whatever. And yes, it's back looking cute, looking rejuvenized. But I want to go ahead and tell you guys more about the Yuka app as promised. Now, my husband told me about this app and it's been a game changer ever since. Let me show you guys how you use it. So this is how it looks, this app right here. For some reason, nothing is wanting to focus today, so please forgive that. It's this carrot app and it's just called Yuka, Y-U-K-A. And now we're going to open it up. And as you can see, I've already scanned this Aussie product, but let me show you how to do it. So you go down here and try to focus it to where it says scan right in the middle, and then you scan the barcode of whatever product you want to scan. Now, I've thrown away most of my Aussie products after I've tested this out, you know, scanned everything on the app, but I kept this one product just to show you guys what I'm referring to. So you find the barcode on whatever product it is that you're trying to scan. You go ahead and you scan it, and the facts will pop up right at the bottom. And since it's not focusing, I'm going to read it to you guys. And it's showing a 12 out of 100, and that is pretty low. And if you scroll down, it'll tell you everything that's wrong with it. It said there's a chemical in this product that is actually hazardous. Some other low risk things, but still a 12 out of 100 is pretty low, so I don't even want to risk it. I used to really use them all the time. They smell really great, but 12 out of 10, I'm sorry. But let me show you the product that I'm now using in the Yuka app. So as I showed you guys, I've been using this black castor oil. So I'm going to find the barcode, which is on the back. Go ahead and open my app up. Let me see, hold on, let me switch hands. I think it's wanting to focus. See? This one is showing a 100 out of 100, and I was sold immediately. Okay, I was actually in Girlll, and I know that's not the typical place you buy hair care products from, but I just came across the hair care aisle and I knew I needed some new hair care products, so I decided to scan in this item, and it just so happens to be at 100. and I was sold right then and there. So I really hope that you guys try this app out. I think it's been really helpful. I use it at the grocery store. I use it for getting body care as well. And yes, I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching. Shout out to everybody who's been rocking with me. Y'all are the bomb.com. I pray that y'all stay blessed. If you are not subscribed already, please don't forget to subscribe and throw this video a like. But I love y'all. Peace, love, and blessings.